In this Beat the Meta, we're in the McLaren, getting sent to the realms, and we also have to try avoid some Porsches. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Beat the Meta, where, as you can see, we're in the McLaren 650S. Now, this is a strong car here, don't get me wrong. It's actually very hard to drive this McLaren properly as well. But even so, I thought I'd give it a whirl, and here we go. And you can see already the Porsche up ahead. Literally, it's just ridiculous on acceleration, that car. It really is. You're going to see that throughout this video. It's just an OP car. It really is. It's not actually the meta here. The Lamborghini is the meta, believe it or not. As you see, the Beetle gets pushed off there by the other Beetle. But hey, if you know, you know. As we go around closer there and get up into P15. We've got an old GTR up ahead. The Super GT car, of course. As we head into this braking zone then, and they go a little bit too deep here. Gonna get on the inside. They're ending up on the slippy stuff. We get another position already. So 2 positions gained at this moment. I'm like, okay, you can at least race at this circuit in this car, because obviously the first race I start at the back just to get a feel if I can race, and then I'll try and progress then in terms of the time trial and try and actually win, beat the meta. Anyway, into the right-hander we go. The Jaguar gets pushed way out there, loses the rear end, and starts heading over the grass. Now, unfortunately, you can see that radar. Yeah, you did see that. I got absolutely pummeled for no reason whatsoever. We're going to have a look at that at the very end of this video. But we advance further on into this race. It was not a good start, that, with the Jaguar doing that. Got Longo coming back on to the circuit here. Fair play there. Nothing wrong with that at all as we continue on through then. And we're going to have a bit of a fight with the Porsche. So let's see the strength or the weaknesses of this Porsche then. Or strength and weaknesses, just say, rather than or. As Longo goes defensive then to that left-hand side. Makes it very clear as well. Staying to the left. Goes back to that racing line. Expecting me to follow. But I head down the inside here. Get it stopped on that apex. Give just enough room for that Porsche on the exit. But then look at the acceleration here. It's on the outside here. And it's just accelerating. Look at it. Look at it go. It's insane. It's got better handling. It's better everything here. As we try around the outside of the Porsche then. And we get it all sorts of wrong. Longo, give me room on that exit as well. Good bit of racing here with Longo as we head into this braking zone then. And keeps it in the Porsche. Well played there, Longo. Beautiful stuff there in that Porsche. To the left then. And we're stuck behind them for now. They just clip the grass there in towards this right-hander. So you may be noticing I'm shifting early in this car. This was a mistake in the first race. Something that I only figured out when I started actually doing the time trial and realized you actually revved the nuts out of this car. Very different in terms of GT Sport to GT7 as we head into the left. And Longo goes very tight there, trying to get the run out the corner here. Okay, we're right behind them. But then look at it. Look at it go. It increases that gap. I'm in the slipstream right now. I'm in it. You can see that. And look, it's going. It's going. It's going. I'm thinking, okay, well, if I'm racing Porsches, I'm going to have to be ahead of them before I can even race them here. Because, I mean, look at it go. I could not catch up there as, into the brakes. I had no idea how long I got that penalty. 3.5 seconds. What on earth was that for? Actually, I have no idea. But even so, we take that position off Longo then. And through the left we go. And we've actually caught up to a group. Oh, we've got Zico out there in the Lamborghini towards our left-hand side. Somebody taking a penalty here. Who is that? Ghost Hunter _42. 42, meaning, we'll get my words out, meaning, the meaning to life. That is the answer to it. Let's continue on then as we head towards turn 1. We go. Ghost Hunter goes defensive. We're around the outside then in towards turn 1. Can we get it stopped in time? Not quite. Ghost Hunter keeping that position then in that Porsche. And, you know, like, that Porsche is so stable, by the way, as in terms of a car. The only time it's not stable is the hairpin. And actually, I'd argue the 650S is very stable as well, actually. Probably a bit more stable than the Porsche, thinking about it. But in terms of MR cars, the Porsche is just so good. We try around the outside of Ghost Hunter then. In towards the left we go. Gives me room on the exit as well. Beautiful racing with the Porsche driver as we continue on out. And the Porsche just goes again. Of course they do. And I'm sort of showing my nose here. Just trying to scare them into a mistake a little bit here. And what do you know? It works! Look at that! It does work sometimes, folks. Just breaking your normal spot. Let them go deep. And I get that position then in towards the inner section we go of Interlagos. And we're up into P11. Which after that Jaguar punt and a half, you know, I'll actually take in the grand scheme of it. I will take. And we had the potential there of easily getting into the top 7. Not a lot of A+ drivers. You can see that. But even so, we're going to try it again because there was 1 or 2. We've got somebody else in there. 1 A+ driver this time. So we're in the rules just here. As we start. We're starting in P7 this time. We did put a quali lap in. I can't remember what it is. A 31.5, I think, actually. It's not the greatest. I was trying to work out what to do with this car, and revving the nuts out of it was the way to go. And that Porsche nearly overtakes me before turn 1. We all stop here for some reason. I've no idea why. We nearly end up 3 wide here as we go through here. Zico just pushes me off a little bit there. I'm just sort of... I can't disappear here, folks. You got to give me some room at least. As that white Porsche went around the outside here. We've got somebody else to our right. And Zico actually going to give up that spot as well. So, fair play to Zico. You know, just pushed me out wide. So, gave me that position back. So, you know, fair play. Fair racing. And we continue on. There's a bit of contact there between Handy Pint and Muscatelmo here. And now I've got a Ford Mustang on my trumpet here. I'm cello! As we head towards the double right-hander. Oh, bit of contact again. I am here. You can't just turn into a car. You have to use your radar. You have to know somebody's there. You can't just turn in. I ain't disappearing. I will try and take the corner as best as I can. And it's up to you to take a wider line. As we head in towards this left-hand Zico looking on the outside. Not going to quite work here. We're right behind Handy Pint. Part of CCR then, and in towards the braking zone we go, and these three fighting once again. Muscatelmo, Dory, oh, a bit of contact between the two of them there as they go through the center S here, and Andy Pine gets on the inside of Dory as well. As we leave there, we're going to be in the slipstream. Which slipstream should we pick, folks? Where would you go? Would you go left or would you go right? I decide to keep it towards the right hand side here. Trying to take a racing line round the outside. Is it going to work is the question. I had to lift a little bit because we ended up with like dark green slippery stuff. It's not very nice at all. And Zico just gets on my inside then as we head up to the real complex section of this circuit here, going uphill, trying around the outside here to defend that position. Zico gives me room as well. Beautiful stuff from Zico. In towards the braking zone we go. Zico just ended a little bit there. Nothing major there. Nothing major at all. Zico trying his best there to race clean, and it's showing as well as we're still side by side. We leave this corner. I give just enough room there, a Lamborghini size room, as we head in towards this final right-hander here. And the rear end goes on some of our cars. It does a little bit on the Porsche, very much so on the Huracan. So we actually keep P9 then as we continue on. In fact, we're going to advance further on in towards lap number 3 then. In towards the braking zone we go. And a little bit of contact there between all three Porsche drivers once again as they go through here. Handy Pint and Dory really showing his touring cars rather than GT3 racing as we continue on out of there. So they're going to go defensive here. And Handy Pint in the middle of the road goes towards that right side. Dory looking as well in towards the braking zone. We're going to try around the outside again. Can we get it done? Not quite. Going to go for the cutback instead. Can it work? No, Dory slows it down very nicely there. So Dory keeps that position then. Got Zico once again right behind me here in that Lamborghini, and I stick it in the middle of the road this time. I'm like, nope, this is a McLaren sized track now. You can't get by. Zico just tapped me there a little bit. Just a mistake. Nothing major there as we head into the braking zone once again. Handy Pint getting all sorts of oversteer there. And as we head into the left then. So we're not looking like we're going to win this one. We're just trying to see where we can come then. We did start P7 and we've gone backwards at this moment in time from the earlier incident. Those two, a bit of contact there. Dory sent it down the inside, and we're going to try around the outside here. Oh, this left-hander. Are we going to get it done? Oh, it's so tight. It's so tight. In towards the braking zone we go. I'm still on the outside here. Oh, no, and I get pushed out wide here by Dory. That wasn't the greatest racing there, Dory. You have to leave some space there. And unfortunately, we're going to lose the place to Handy Pint and Zico this time. But, you know, it's been hard fighting here. Hard fighting. You know it doesn't stop. It never stops. So here we go then. Lap number 4. Here we go. 34. We should be in the 31s, not 34s. In towards the braking zone we go. Zico right behind Dory then. In towards the left we go. A little bit of contact there between Dory and Handy Pint. Going to try and get the cutback here. Dory just forced off the track a little bit here. Going around the outside of Dory. We just get it. A little bit of contact, but we just get it done here. But that Porsche is so fast on the straight. So I pick Zico to be my slipstream partner here as we head towards the left-hander, and then on the inside as well as we head into this braking zone. We're looking to get the car stopped. We do indeed. We've actually got past Dory then and continue on out of there. Handy Pint up next. So can we get the move done finally on Handy Pint and actually catch up to Zico? We're going to head it in towards this right-hander, although Handy Pint just goes up a little bit here, drifting a lot here. I don't know what to do. I'm braking. They try and catch it, and unfortunately, I get sent to the realms again. Obviously, they were trying to catch the car there. It was a mistake. Again, wrong place, wrong time. Just a bit frustrating this race. We've been forced off wide a couple of times. Bits of contact here, there, and everywhere. Yeah, we're back down here. So not the greatest of nights so far in terms of racing when I did this. Longo goes very defensive very quickly again. Very much shows your intention there as we go through the left, trying to get it done. Not going to quite work out here as we fall back in line. But there is a long train of cars up ahead. It is the final lap though, unfortunately. So there's not much I can do here. Longo, again, going defensive very early here. Showing their intentions very clearly as we go through the right. Now, we do have an Aston Martin up ahead. What else have we got up ahead? I'm just having a bit of a gander here. Ford Mustang. Lots of Porsches, of course. But yeah, the Lamborghini Huracan, while it's a meta car in terms of pace, very hard to control as Longo gets all sorts of weird lag there. Really weird lag as we head in towards the left-hander. And we're still in the strain, so unfortunately, it looks like we're going to be finishing P13 in this one as Longo goes a bit off. And ventures the glitch in the matrix here, folks. Look at that movement either side. Handy Pint decided to leave, so now I'm technically last. However, Longo's going to do something really weird here and just slam on the anchors, and I have no idea why. Very weird brake check, or I'm not sure. But if you're going to give up the place, stay to the way off the racing line. That was on the racing line, hard on the anchors. Not the greatest way to do it. Next day this time, we're in the 30s as well, and we got Thunders up ahead. Now this race is a good race for quite the opposite really here. So Thunders obviously very quick in that Porsche, and the Porsche behind here of Blackstar looking down the inside early then to try and get their position from me. So of course we've got more A+ drivers, so he's effectively on here for Beat the Meta. We're going to leave that corner then, and we're actually going to advance a little bit later on in the first lap, and you can see Blackstar has hung on here and in my slipstream as well, and we know how quick that Porsche is in a straight line. So I'm going to go defensive here. You're actually going to see some amazing racing now. Amazing racing as Blackstar goes towards that outside. In towards the braking zone we go. I just misjudged just slightly, but I do get it stopped, and Blackstar went for the cutback, but I was still there. Through the right we go, and we're just keeping that position for now. But remember, that Porsche, so strong in a straight line. So strong. So I head over towards that left-hand side. I'm going to sit here now. Literally sit here. I ain't moving an inch here. Blackstar's going to have to find a way around me at this moment in time. So this is how you defend it into Lagos. Very hard to overtake it into Lagos, to be honest with you. Unless you have that straight line advantage, which Porsche does have over the McLaren, to be fair. But I'm sticking it in all the right places here. And yes, you heard it here first. That's what she said as we go through the right-hander and continue towards this sharp mid-section then. And we are keeping this position for now. And we're forming a train behind us, actually. It's the McLaren train. We've had the Pug train back in GT Sport days. We're in the Macca train now. The old Macca train as we head in towards this right now. Thunders has just bolted at this point with the fighting going on, which is fair dues. And Thunders is actually going to be putting in some actual incredible laps here in terms of race pace as we go through that left-hander, and we're going to head towards the braking zone then. Now, are we going to advance further on? Are we just going to bolt away now? That is the question. Oh, get that a little bit wrong. That's brought Blackstar right into the picture again. 2 tenths behind me here with a run on me as well. So we're going to have to defend this, stick towards that left-hand side. That's where I'm staying here. And Blackstar going to have to find their way around. Now, this is where speeds match up here. And I really should have changed gear, and I didn't. I changed gear very last second there. A bit too late, in my opinion. It's towards the braking zone we go. We get it stopped this time. And once again, we're keeping this position for now to go through the center S. Short shifting there at the center S. Found that to be better than actually trying to hold it in second a bit longer, even though revving the car is worthwhile. Right, we're going to advance to lap number 4, where, what do you know, Blackstar very close to me again here. Really good race with Blackstar. A big shout out to you, because this was good fun, this. A bit frustrating because I really wanted to get some speed in, but what a race this was. What a race, I've got to say. It was really good. You were racing so well, so clean. It was a beautiful race. It really was. As we head into this braking zone then, and I'm still keeping this position for now. Question is, though, is Blackstar going to overtake me before the end of this race? Because Blackstar is doing an amazing job. But we're going to advance towards the final lap, where we've just pulled a little bit of a gap there on Blackstar. Thunders with a 31.0 in the race. Better play with that pace. Really good pace there. We got a mid 31 there. So we're in P2. But it does mean Beat the Meta is on there. We've got a couple of A+, not even a couple, 4 A+ drivers in there, and me, of course, as we advance to the next race where we're racing Key. It's Key there. I believe it's Key's birthday when I did this as well. So happy birthday to Key. Sorry I've not been able to jump in your stream today. I hope it was a good one, but busy with work as I head in towards turn 1. And let's see what's going to happen here. So Key in a Lamborghini. Very hard car to control, the Lamborghini. But obviously if you master the Lamborghini, you're going to get some lap times here. You really are, as we continue on through then. And we've got Bubo behind in the Porsche. But I was hoping here to stay with Key and hopefully try and see what it is the McLaren doesn't have versus what the Lamborghini does have in terms of pace. We don't further on here, and you notice Key's just gone a teeny tiny bit wide there. You may have spotted it. So that's a 1 second penalty. So, oh my word, folks. Beat the Meta is on. It's on like Donkey Kong. As Key about to hit that penalty then, we're going to go clean on past here and clean on through. But we're going to hold on now for the remaining laps, of course, because Key is not going to be that far behind. 8 tenths behind here as we advance towards the end of lap 2 then and continue on through. But what we're going to do is look in that rearview mirror as Key just goes a little bit wide here and goes for a spin. Oh no to Key, but oh my word, yes for me, because we advanced to lap number 4. I'm 3 seconds in the lead. It's an easy finish here. Well, it should have been until I did this. Look at this. I'm off out wide. I'm trying to come back on the circuit. Eventually come back on. But oh no, the game wants to punish me for running wide and going very slowly. A 0.5 second penalty, which I think was not acceptable, to be honest with you. So we're going to take that penalty now. The question is, can Boo Boo get close to the McLaren? Here is the question as we continue on. 1.5 seconds. In fact, we advance towards the end because he doesn't. And we're going to win. Beat the meta in the McLaren 650S. It is done, folks. Beat the meta in Group 3 continues. You can see all the victories down below, and I will start getting the playlist sorted for you as well. I do hope you enjoyed that racing. A brilliant race with Black Star there. That's the biggest shout out for me in this one. Beautiful racing there, and I hope you enjoyed my defending. Let's look at this big incident though with the Jaguar. So Jaguar gets tapped there by Zico, so trying to recover that at this point. Good recovery, to be fair, to bring it back on circuit here. And Sard there just avoids the Jaguar as we go into here. Oh, a little bit of a bump there from Ghost Hunter _42. And then they go on to here. And the critical thing for me is they put the foot to the floor, then realise their mistake. So they do foot to the floor, realise mistake, then press pause. And then it's just too late. And they've taken out the wrong driver here. They took out me. Unfortunately, that is it for me, folks, and this video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. There are more Beat the Metas to come. Don't you worry. We've got to win in every single car. So you're going to have to subscribe to stay in touch with that. 2 videos to check out there for you. But as I say, that is it for me. Thank you once again for watching. And I hope to see you in another video. I'll live stream again very soon.